expensive rings and things. I bring them things. I bring them things. I bring them things.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. Bad boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Ripping up was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Bet. Hold up. Go up. Boys, don't touch. We flow. Go up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on him in the tank. Yeah. That guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad like he ain't. Let me back. I gave me until I. I was going on Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me. I finesse. All them. I hear. Get a plan. Let's go that my whoa. Low. Got strain on yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen. Yeah. Bad boys and they can't win. Can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Ripping up was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Bet. Hold up. Go up. Boys, don't touch. We flow. Go up. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash and
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Vols Eagles going up against Breezes Saints. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets in the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Breeze now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Here's Foles. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And now the Eagles. Going to signal for a time. Timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Breeze. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on first is Wentz. Completes it to Blunt. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Wentz, and he dumps it off to Blunt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ken Crowley.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Thomas barrel. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes, add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny, I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one. But the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Bell. He lost the football. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first? And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And Allen coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now running right through it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down. And
nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Midfield, here's Wentz going underneath to Blount, and he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Wentz now on first down, throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And Blount loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Breeze to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Nigel Bradham in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Throwing now is Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he connects with Ertz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now a look at the backup Daniel. And his first throw here is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete, right around the 8. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And
his first carry, he loses the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On second down, here's Daniel. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back to throw, Daniel. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Throwing again is Daniel. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And out now come the Eagles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A nice Nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Now blown, twisting away. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So we reach halftime. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, here's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Wentz again. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Daniel now on second down. Thomas barreling ahead. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Spins away. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Shreds the tackle. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and...
It got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, a touch unconventional. I don't know that you usually gain yards on first down by a fake field goal. But they did gain yards, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
And the beauty of it is, it just goes to 2nd down. They keep the ball. Just because they went for a fake field goal doesn't mean they turned the ball over because they didn't get a first down. It's now 2nd down for them.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Wentz now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch. But underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A give. This is Kamara. And some room to maneuver. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down following the run. Daniel. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Daniel now. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay. All
right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
To throw is Daniel. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he spins through. And now running right through it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Blunt loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill from 17 yards out. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Stays on his feet. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Wentz now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And Blunt loses the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Daniel looking long for Thomas. A swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 44 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Shrugs him off. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that he even attempted from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown him a little bit.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Now he'll let it go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Working from the gun, Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. 10. Big gain, but a fumble. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. To throw, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.